We have time for the UFC 204 press conference. UFC 204 Saturday, October 8th from the Manchester Arena in Manchester, England. As Britain's very first UFC champion, Michael the Count Bisping defends against American combat sports icon Dan Henderson.
I just recently watched that fight back and I cringed watching it. It was a terrible performance. God bless Dan Henderson, he got the job done on that night. But Dan Henderson couldn't beat Anderson Silva. Dan Henderson couldn't win a UFC title. Dan Henderson is famous for one thing. That's knocking me out at UFC 100. I made your career, Dan, and after UFC 204, that will be eradicated.
Well, for me, it's never been anything personal. Even the first time we fought, it's all about the sport, winning, and the belt for me.
Of course, there's a lot to lose. You know, I'm very proud to be the world champion. I plan on hanging on to this for a long, long time. Me and Dan have history. There's a story there. A lot of people want to see it. The reaction to the fight when it was teased on social media was very big. So, you know, I get a chance for revenge. I get to get that one back off Dan. And if I lose, yeah, of course, come on. It doesn't matter who it is. If I lose, I lose. I lose the belt. Simple as that. So that's not good. So regardless of the opponent, I got to win this fight, regardless.
I was shocked that it happened and that he finished Luke in the way he did. But, you know, and that was it. It wasn't, well, I guess it wasn't too long after when I had friends and everybody else telling me I should fight him again or have a rematch. And even then, I honestly didn't give it a whole lot of thought. You know, it wasn't until steam started building with all the fans asking for this fight and this rematch.
Dana called me 2 days after the fight and said, we want to do Dan Henderson. I was like, yeah, sure, line him up. I owe him one. Fred Flintstone's going to get knocked out. Captain Caveman's going to go into retirement. All good.
I've said that win or lose, this is my last fight. So I'm very stuck on that. I have no desire to go on afterwards. Win or lose, obviously I'd like to finish with that belt. That would be an ideal ending for me, but you know, I'm ready.